I'll try to address this like a manager was coming to me and looking for advice on how to be a better manager, and give them some examples that I've learned just over the past few hours in reading the Eikenberry book. So what stuck out to me is how beneficial learning can be for somebody who's in a leadership role. And it seems like this can be the most critical portion of being a leader, is being willing to listen and being willing to learn, so that you are knowledgeable. You don't have to know everything, and you're constantly evolving to become a better leader. You're not only learning to benefit yourself, but you're learning to benefit others above you and below you. Your managers will realize your efforts, and then those that you manage will also realize that you're a listener and a learner, and you're actively listening to help better yourself and become a better leader. Asking questions is always a good thing. Growing up, I think my mother always said that I asked too many questions and I asked why too many times. But after reading this, the question why is really meaningful. And Eikenberry really hits on it in chapter 4 when he says that asking why to questions helps us become a better learner and improve on what we thought we knew, and get a better understanding of the topic at hand. So asking why questions will help you learn tremendously. As leaders, I think it's tough to not be constantly learning, and you won't become a more remarkable leader unless you're willing to learn and listen. One of the best illustrations that Eikenberry used was the illustration of just riding a bike. When you're learning to ride a bike, you have to have that experience of falling a couple of times, and think about and reflect on what you did wrong to maybe have that fall. Then you kind of generalize the idea, think about some things that you could do differently, and you take action, and the next time you're a little bit better. And before it's all said and done, you're riding the bike and everything's going well. The last points that I'll leave you with is just don't assume that you know everything. And I've been guilty of this. Being a know-it-all isn't always a good thing. And I'd say it's most of the time not a good thing. Be willing to listen. And those that are willing to admit that they don't know everything, a lot of the time have the most to gain and will get the most out of it. Be willing to observe, be willing to listen, so that you can become a better leader and a better learner. Some of the resources that I've used myself already, and I would encourage anyone to use, are the klbonus.com bonus bites that are provided in the Eikenberry book. And those can be very helpful to provide examples and additional information for you to practice at becoming a better leader. So those are my thoughts, and this my first video, my thoughts on chapters 1 through 9, and specifically on chapter 4 and the learning portion of it. Looking forward to getting further into the book and writing the summary next week.